Oh, I hope I captured that. As I parked, it was 12:12. I'm late, but I'm always on time. It's me and Bella. Bella? Oh, well, that's indicative of where we are. Listen, I'm in the Imperial Corps, okay? And, oof, I just moved my head and it snapped my own neck. It's really not good. It's truly, genuinely not good here. When I just think about everything that I'm seeing and hearing and witnessing and experiencing, I'm just like, I get people gotta live, but you don't gotta live like this. That's the thing. You don't, this is like, you're opting in to this. Everything. It's just all the things. So, but it's also amazing because I'm with my people. The American, especially like Black, Latinx, what they call other here, it's just the greatest energy and the coolest people, and so based in family and community. I mean, I know that's if you're lucky. Not everybody has that, but we, like, it's by design that we don't have that. And I'm talking to my friend Christian, and she lived in Ecuador for almost 11 years, and her coming back, she's just like, I knew it was racist here, but I just didn't know how bad, right? And so people are coming to like different levels of awakening. But I just don't know if it's enough. It really doesn't feel like it's enough. Like, the knowing is one thing, but there really needs to be action. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do the sunlight, but I also don't have a lot of space on my phone. So hopefully this will be short and sweet and a sort of deep breath and check in with the online space that we coexist in. I deleted my Instagram finally from my phone, deactivated my account. I decided not to completely nuke it because there are some connections I've made on there that if I ever need to get in touch with them or whatever, I can have that as an option. But I deactivated it and I deleted it from my phone. I deleted my Facebook. And one of the reasons why is because I had gotten locked out for like a year for whatever reason. I wasn't able to log into my Facebook account. And I was able to access my account again. And I asked, like, what's new, basically. And someone commented, absolutely nothing. It's the same exact shit. And I said, wow, okay. This doesn't really feel like a space that I want to stay in. It's been a long 5 months. I journaled about it this morning, and I'm going to write about it whenever I can access a laptop that functions. 5 months ago, I was in the US. I went there for my cousin's wedding, which is incredible. I then went to Las Vegas, where I met my great uncle for the first time. And then I went up the coast to Seattle to see my best friend and spend time with her and her kids. And I brought my dog along with me, Bella, my bestie. But once I got back to Spain, her health rapidly declined and she passed away in November. And then it was holiday time and I wasn't going home to the US. I had planned to stay in Malaga by myself. But one of my dear friends invited me to Berlin to spend Christmas with her and her family, which was an incredible decision. I had the absolute best time. And this is exactly what one wants the holidays to feel like. When you say going home for the holidays, like this was the ideal experience. And during that trip, I was inspired to start my Zine for revolutionaries, the Underground Vine. I released the first full issue, 222, Movement Matters. And the response so far has been really great. I realize that there's so much to consume. Like, even if you've made it this far in this video, thank you, because there are a lot of things that are trying to take your attention. And so what we focus our attention on is really important. And I'm going to be starting a writing club with a lovely woman who's based in Florida now named Meta. And she wants to also contribute to the Zine. And she's been wanting to read it, and it's taken her a while. But you get to it when you are meant to, right? This is a resource that is going to be accessible to those who need it and who have the time to really sit with it, which I even say, if you are distracted, just put it down and come back. Like, I really want you to read it and consume it and sit with it and let it change you, hopefully. So I'm going to put the link in my description here to subscribe if you're interested in receiving it. I also have a Discord, which I only use it to send out the Zine. So I'll put the link to both of those here. And so this is the second issue. There's going to be a third in March. And I'm going to spend time getting started on that, which I will share through this medium as well. So now I'm not on Instagram. I have Substack, YouTube, Blue Sky, and my Zine. So that's where my energy is going to be focused, as well as what I can do in my own community, in my own city, to create a positive impact and to amplify the stories that I was sharing on Instagram that were not getting any reach and any engagement because my account was suppressed. I still want to share those stories and implore you to redistribute your wealth to these individuals and families. I am in touch with them through other platforms now. Shemaa, who is pregnant, I'm Aunt Sarita to her baby. She just got into an apartment, and that was based on Allah and the people who supported her GoFundMe. Now she's able to live in an apartment. Rozan, on the other hand, is a teenager who is in a tent with her family, and she sends me pictures and videos of the elements that they are sleeping outside in. Rahaf and her family went back to their house, which is destroyed. They plan to rebuild, but all of these people have not had an access to any income. They have been under constant bombardment for over 17 months, and they are in need of our support. So I'm also going to include some links for them in whatever it is that I do. And hopefully I will be able to organize a fundraiser here in Malaga soon. If you are in Malaga, if you know anyone in the area, direct them my way so that they can attend and support and share. I went to this super cute diner this morning. I went to IHOP on my first morning here, and it was so expensive. I just really couldn't accept that. It was right next to my hotel. I bought the breakfast, whatever, but it's so expensive. Even IHOP, I don't understand. IHOP used to be like the bargain restaurant place. Anyway, I did a little bit more research, and I found a true, proper California roadside diner. Went in, it was so cute. They had Halloween decorations up. lovely staff. They're laughing together in the back. And it was just a cool vibe. It was chill. So I ordered my coffee. It was pretty good. I waited for my breakfast and they had the news on, which of course had an October 7th Israel local. I think they called it hyper local, which I don't even know what that even means. Like, it's niche, a niche memorial for the Israeli civilian settlers. And then they had a black man speaking with the Israeli and Palestinian flag on each side of him. So, you know, it's both sides. DEI, both sidesing. But it's whatever. They're gonna do the little Western media slant, and it's to be expected. But they also had the weather on there. It just kept talking about record-breaking highs, record-breaking highs, record-breaking highs for the weather for this time of year. On the radio in the car, the lady says, it may not feel like fall, still feels like summer, but the leaves are still dying. You know, nature's still doing its fall thing. So she was like, I'm gonna go crunch some leaves in a bikini. You can't even do the pumpkin spice lattes or whatever. You got to do it ice because it's too hot. There's no Uggs, there's no leggings, there's no fall fashion in the second week of October because it's record-breaking highs outside. And I looked over yonder out the window of it's beautiful here. Like, there's mountains. It's very, very, very beautiful. I mean, aside from like all the gas stations and Jack in the Boxes, and we cash all checks in liquor stores and super burgers. Other than that, like, there's lots of palm trees. It's very beautiful. It's a lot. It's different. It's just so fucking different being here. Yeah, there were fires here, wildfires. I was on a call with Sarah Magdalene. Love her. Follow her on Instagram. She also has Miel, I believe, her magazine. And she does lots of other things. So please follow her, Sarah Magdalene. You can find her whatever she's on. Twitter, I think maybe she's on there too. Yeah, I was on a call and I'm in Spain, and this woman was saying she was from San Bernardino, which is where I am, and they had forest fires that burned down 20,000 acres of forest, and like nobody really was talking about it. Yeah, I mean, I looked out the window, there were no fires that I could see, but the air is so hazy. And I called my bestie, who I'm going to visit in Seattle, and I was like, what's up with the air? She's like, it's pollution. I was like, oh, okay. You got it. You got it. You had it. The air is so bad. It's like visibly hazy, like just a mist over the cities probably. I can't see it, right? Because it's probably just too close to me. I'm in it. But one day I'm gonna remember where this house is. Oh, is that it? There's a lot of cars there. No, it's not it. Did I pass it? I'm picking up my grandparents to go to my cousin's house, to her party central in her home. I'm having such a good time with my family, but it's so funny because my grandfather is like, I could never live here. Because, you know, one, you drive everywhere. I miss walking. I miss things being walkable. So you just have to drive on highways. And that adds to the air pollution, right? Everyone's in a car, and we're all, even with the little flammable Teslas, we're all putting pollution out into the air. So I think this is it. Oh, look at this cute bird. Oh my God. Nature is truly all around us, you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna just record this. And I'm going to definitely write about it as well. But I really have to just like process everything I'm experiencing being here. Wish me luck. I had to check to see how much time I had because I can keep talking and then you hear nothing. You know how this goes. If you've been watching this at any point prior to now, you know that that is not unlikely. So for the first issue of the Underground Zine, I wrote about the LA fires, the fires that the world has been discussing, and it's Los Angeles. Like, this is the center of the universe for the United States. The propaganda that they put out in their movies through Hollywood is primarily based in New York and LA. And those are the cities that most people worldwide know about. And so I wrote about why there was a water shortage. I saw a video of a firefighter using a cone to sweep water out of a puddle. I discussed the volunteer firefighters who are actually incarcerated youth and adults who get paid pennies on the hour to fight fires. And this is done in a way that can cut time off of their sentence or bring them some minute income of $10 to $15 a day, while private firefighters are getting $2,000 up to $2,000 to protect private property. Private property. I saw videos of predominantly Black, low-income areas being allowed to burn as a tactical choice because the limited resources that the fire department had after being defunded went to Hollywood Hills, the Palisades, where the celebrities live. Jamie Lee Curtis infamously was recorded saying, "Oh gosh, poor me, there's fires and houses are burning and this happened to me. My house is still standing, but this is just really hard and challenging." Because she also had another mansion to escape to. Many of these people are now climate refugees. And in the Zine, if you check the classified section, there are links to support families and the firefighters in the LA area. This Zine is going to be an informational news resource. It's going to provide you with some tips and preparedness for the times that we're living in. Like, the first mini Zine included what you should include in like a go bag, or if a natural disaster strikes in your area, because there's been floods in Spain, there have been fires during the summer in Spain. So these things are going to happen no matter what part of the planet that we're on. And other than providing you with updates and news and information from a global perspective, there's contributing writers who are providing their perspectives based on where they are in the world and the situation that they're enduring there. For example, Nick Mallard wrote about the situation in Berlin where certain phrases are illegal, criticizing the Zionist entity that is Israel, the genocidal Zionist entity that is Israel, is illegal. Someone is facing jail time for writing "From the River to the Sea" on social media. There is a deeply controlling fascist lockdown happening. And when you go to exercise your rights, you will find that they don't actually exist. And so I come from a place of privilege where I am in a country that is not Germany or the United States or Italy or the UK or even Switzerland. So I think it's important to share, network, and empower each other to get through these times. And so I really hope that the followership grows on any of these platforms, because this is a another way to build community in an online space that is not necessarily controlled by evil forces. I mean, they all are. It's really impossible nearly to avoid. But I'm doing my best, and I'm going to give you tips on how. That's also in the Zine. Okay. Thank you so much. Subscribe, whatever, you know.
Where am I?
This is the great hall of judgment.
Judgment?
Oh, not to worry, Charlie. You go to heaven. All dogs go to heaven because unlike people, dogs are naturally good and loyal and kind.
Huh, yeah, that's true.